Good morning, good morning. Alright, well today we're going to be working on an eval, but I may trade my live account potentially. Trying to build it up. I'm also currently full porting an eval. We went in profit, but it turned around, so we may take a $730 L right now in this eval. I'm gonna be trading just a bunch of evals today, honestly. This was looking decent for the shorts. There was a moment in time where we were up 830 for a very brief moment in time. So we'll see if it comes down. If not, we'll have like 1300 to, yeah, we're cooked. But we'll have like 1300 to work with. So I have this eval. I got this eval. And then I got this eval. So we're gonna eval it up today. Cooked. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. This is kind of bullshit. But whatever. We locked in this payout though, so at the end of the day today we'll take a it's basically like $4,700. I am trying to see if we're gonna come down though at the open to rebalance some of this move from the overnight. We had a large move overnight. It was like almost 400 points or almost 500 points. Yeah, Zal, I locked out of it. There's no point in trading it. I mean, the biggest payout I can get on it anyways is 5 grand. So if we're already at 4,700, like, are we going to risk that for another $300? Not really. It's not a good idea. What up, Wavy? So we're just going to wait for market open, but I would like to see us rebalance some of the move from last night. Whether we take these highs first or we come up here first, I do want to see us eventually come down. On QQQ, I'm watching 574. So just so you know where that's at. We're right here pre-market. I'm watching this area. Right around where we closed regular trading hours. That's where the call resistance is at, or the call wall. So we're gonna look for some opportunities to full port. And then if I see anything that's actually pretty good, I might take it on my live account. Trying to grow this balance. You guys can't see it, but it's at 1100 right now. The good news is that we were able to make a comeback. We were able to make a comeback this month. It wasn't looking too hot, honestly. Beginning of the month. But our streak continues to not be net negative with firms. Which is good. I didn't have a lot of hope in the beginning though. When I blew all those accounts at the beginning of March, it was a sad time. And this month also for New York Opens has been kind of rough. So we got through it though. Very nice. Yeah. I probably blew like 10 funded accounts this month, and like, I don't know. I was trading Apex for a little bit at the beginning of this month, so I traded these Phidias $500 drawdown, static drawdown accounts, so I probably blew like 30 evals. Yeah, you could DM me. Just DM me, I'll look at it later. Yeah, rough month, but we're still good. Yeah, that is all that matters. It really doesn't matter how many accounts you blow, to be honest. Because at this point, I could, depending on what prop firm, I could probably blow like another 50 or 60 accounts and I would still be technically net positive, so. What up, Joseph? Uh, do I full port evals on CPI? Not really. I did last this last CPI. Usually if I trade CPI, I just trade it with a funded account. At least that's what I've been doing like the past 3 or 4 CPIs. Although I think I'm gonna sit out on the eval or the funded account trading for the CPI this month. Last month I went long. I think I went long on 2 funded accounts and 4 or 5 evals during CPI. It went up like 300 ticks in profit. It was like 40 ticks away from my TP, and then it just turned around and slammed all the way back down. I'm just gonna full port this short. The rest of the 12. Actually, no, I'm not. There's a chance we open up and sweep the highs first, so we'll save the 1200 of drawdown. The goal is I bought 3 evals. If I can hit profit target on 2 of them, we're Gucci. Then I gotta pass him though, so. We'll try and bring that one back from the dead. It's like, it's not dead actually at all, but it's $700 in drawdown. And my bad if this thing up here is all like messed up. I'm just too lazy to change it for trade C, because I'm on trade C for Lucid. The goal is I'm trying to get some funded accounts, at least one more today and tomorrow. Like finish them today and then like, or get them halfway done today and then finish them tomorrow, so that we have more, because right now we realistically only have 1 funded account. Now the balance on it's okay, but I need more for April. But we have enough time. We just gotta hopefully pass at least 1 out of 3. Hopefully we pass 1 out of 3. Ooh. Ooh. Should we? Ooh, that looks nasty. We're gonna wait a second. We're gonna give it a little bit of time. But if we open up and we go like this and we start sliding back down, I'm going short. I'm watching this. I don't know what this was. If this looks like this was probably some type of news. Some type of tweet or something. We may take this out. Oh, it was Trump this morning? What did he say? Let me guess. He said something about how he's talking to Iran. And they had a good talk. Oh, yeah, great progress has been made. Oh, a deal, probably. Oh, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy that he does that. Ooh, we're kind of lagging right now. It's moving kind of fast. How big is this? Okay. We're gonna wait a second, but like I said, I would like us to rebalance some of this overnight move. But I just gotta be... I got PTSD for New York Open, so we're gonna wait. Yeah, PTSD, dude. It's just like whiplashes around. And then I think Powell's speaking soon at some Harvard thing. Yeah, we just gotta be a little careful. If you want to get heat map, it's like you gotta click this thing in the bottom corner. It's called Chart Trader. You'll be able to see it. How long have I been trading? Well, futures. I used to trade before futures, but futures specifically over 3 years. My order flow setup. I actually have a video about my settings for a test, and I give you a template. So if you want your chart to look like this, you could you could get it. I'm gonna go to this eval that's already kind of done for, and I'm just gonna short it. So where will we blow this account? Up here. So if it comes back up, we'll blow the account, and then we'll work on the other two. But if it comes down, where do we need to be at? I need to do some quick math. 769. So we need like 2,300. All right, 2,300. We'll see if we could push down, get a bearish close, and then have the next 5 minute continue. But we may just like start to consolidate and shit. We're having a lot of buyers get absorbed up here when they were trying to push. So let's see if we could hit TP. Yeah, I do have a Discord channel. We're currently hanging out right now in the Discord. Alright, I think we should be okay. As long as it doesn't snap all the way back up right now. Which would be slightly devastating. But there's we got orders sitting at 450, so if we slam through those, we should be able to at least wick my take profit. Alright. I think we're good. Just to avoid some bullshit, we're gonna just go to break even. Or actually, we'll put it at 800 so that we could start fresh. We're getting edged right now. We're currently getting edged. Yo, that's crazy. Alright, cool. So, we were able to catch like 50 points on that. We are now currently 1 for 1 on the evals. We're going to see how far it wants to go lower, but I'm trying to see if we're going to, like this morning, especially after we have like a really large move overnight. I'm trying to see if we're going to start digging our way deeper, come towards this area, enter back towards at least Asia highs. It's kind of what I'm looking at. It would have been a banger to take that trade on an account that doesn't have a profit target, but whatever. All right, let's go over to this one now. So if we can hit profit target on all 3 of these, it would be a great day. It would be a great day. Because then I'm at least gonna get 1 funded account. If I hit profit target on 3 evals, and then I blow all 3 of them tomorrow, that would be kind of devastating. But not really, but it would be pretty disappointing and pathetic. So I think we should be able. Well, we'll worry about that tomorrow. Let's just try and hit profit target on the other 2. My strategy for order flow. Well, if you join, bro, you know you're like one of 2 people in the YouTube chat, so you don't have to put all caps. I could read it. I could see it. But to answer your question, if you go in the Discord, I have like I have PDFs that I took a long time writing, and it talks exactly about how I look at everything for the most part. So you can go in there and download it. Yeah, I'm glad you like them, because it took me a while to make. Fire. Yo, Ravi, you gotta just like go click the link, go click the link in my bio, and then you'll be able to get there. Mentorships? We'll see. Alright. If we push up... Never mind. I want to see us keep coming down, but... If I find an entry for a continuation on the shorts, I'm going to take it with 3 or 5 minis on this account. We'll try and hit profit target. Right now I'm watching these lows. And I'm watching down here. Actually, towards Asia. Or if we go 5 minis, we only really need like 60 ticks. But then we could easily blow our account. Alright, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go stop, sell, 5.
Order filled.
Oh, it tagged me in. Alright, 1500. We'll go right there. We'll risk. Ooh, sketchy. You know, let's give ourselves another bullet in this chamber. We'll risk $1,000 bucks. Go, go, go. Oh no, we're gonna get cooked right here. Alright, I'm going break even. The TP is basically right around where the lows are at.
Order filled.
No. It's kind of a sketchy one. I'm gonna have to just wait a second. Or we could do it again. Nah, we're gonna wait. Probably wait for this 5 minutes to close before we try and full port it again. Because we never really took these lows. I was trying to, on the 1 minute, get some like, do some little continuation to take the lows. If we would have taken it, we would have hit it, but came back up a little bit. We do have the 15-minute that's about to open right now, so we're probably, well, it's better if we just kind of wait, actually. Once we do start getting into this area, though, I'm going to start being a little, like down here, if we do continue to drop. Which, honestly, now that I think about it, that's going to be a pretty big retracement. But if we get back in here, I'll be careful about trying to go short. Also, just disclaimer real quick, I'm literally full porting evals right now, so if you're like trying to take any of these trades on a funded account, don't be an idiot and just don't do that, please. It's not my fault if you guys blow a funded account while I'm full porting evals. Now, if you're full porting evals with me, then that's a my bad if one of them blows up. We did technically take a 50-point short, so damn, it's a banger. How big of a move is that? 480 to 100 points? Sheesh. Alright, I'm going short right here. I'm going short, and I'm gonna risk. Ah, that's nasty. We'll risk $1,000. Oh, you guys can't see it. We caught a terrible entry. If it breaks lower, I'm actually gonna add 2. But I think we're gonna get stopped out because this is a 1-minute chart, but this is like we're not getting past this POC. If we could dump past it, it would be nice, but
order filled.
all right, break even. Where do we need to go? Right here. Just one more push. Oh, edged.
Order filled.
Bang, 2 for 2. 2 for 2, baby. All right, now let's go to the other one. All right, so currently we're 2 for 2 on our evals. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Damn, dude, I should have taken those first shorts on my live account. That's what I get for being a puss. But I am going to start being a little bit more cautious about trying to follow shorts lower because, again, once we start getting into like this area, once we start getting around here, I'm gonna be watching this area to see if we actually bounce. Like, first I'm watching there, and then I'm watching here. So it's just turning into areas where I'm cautious about trying to long it, or short it. But if we start getting lower, which would be actually pretty nuts if we fell all the way down, which I don't think is gonna happen today, but if we do go all the way down here, then at that point we're coming down to 23,000. But that might happen like later this week. Maybe not today. But if this is going to remain like the low of the week for a while, at least for the first couple of days, then we realistically shouldn't be getting below this area. But we're not going to try and guess. We're just going to see what happens when we start getting down here if we continue to push. Although, I'm not going to cap, if we open up on this 5 minute and retrace into this big trade and start slamming down, I'm going short. Not if we close right here, though. Only if we close down here. Alright, let's see. If it comes up here and stalls and then flips, I'm going short. If it just runs, then we're just going to let it run. I'm actually not going to do that anymore because we were stalling right here. Or should we just do it anyways? Nah. We'll let that one go. Because realistically, when I'm trying to catch those like continuation moves like that, I don't want to see this candle open up and move down first. It makes me less inclined to try and do that. When you open up and we don't take this low like on the previous 5 minute and we immediately push higher and start coming back down, then I'm more likely to try and take it, because then at that point we're probably going to at least get past this low and I can move it to break even. But since we kind of wick down first and we're just stalling right here, it's probably better if I just don't. We'll try and be a little bit more selective for this one so we can go 3 for 3 today. But even if I blow this account, I don't even care. We hit profit target on 2. We should be able to at least pass one of them. Did anyone catch these shorts? Did anyone go short when I went short up here and was actually able to hold it? Other than Void? Oh, nice, Sal. Let's go. Hell yeah. Yeah, I just don't have any fundeds to trade right now because I already locked out of this account. I made this on NQ Shorts last night, and I locked out because I'm going to pull a payout, so that's why we're just like trading evals. Although if I did take that on my funded account, I probably would have gotten out by the time it got over here. Uh, sometimes it's POC taps, sometimes it's low volume nodes, sometimes it's big trades or clusters of big trades, or sometimes it's a stacked imbalance. Kind of depends. The best ones are usually stacked imbalances instead of low volume nodes. For continuations, I'll take those. But only if we open up and immediately start moving in the wrong, like in the opposite direction of true pressure. Because I don't want us to like, anytime I'm trying to take a continuation, I don't really want it to like open up and then push down, then come back up and then try and enter, because I'm looking for it to basically create the wick before it continues its momentum. Oh, nice. A POC trade? This? Like, okay, so the reason why I said I was looking at shorts right here is because we had a big trade in the POCs right here. But I just didn't want to take it because we went down first. If we would have opened up and pushed up immediately, I would have taken it. Rocket, where do you think we're going? If you're liking the shorts, where's the target? Yeah, I'd be pretty careful about trying to Asia lows. Okay. I'd be pretty careful about trying to long this right now. Some advice to anyone trying to catch the bottom of this is going to be don't. That advice right there might save you some money. Well, I think QQQ just technically filled the gap. We're heading towards 562, which is what I'm watching to see if we're going to hold that or if we're just going to get past it and start melting. Nice, Joseph. Let's go. I hope nobody's been sitting here trying to trying to long this. Yeah, shorts was free money today. It's a bummer I locked out of my account early. Nah. It really doesn't matter, dude. Like, there was no point in making more profits on that funded account. Rocket, you think we're gonna drop that much today? From the top? That we're gonna drop 1,000 points right now? Actually, that'd be more than 1,000 points. Sheesh. Sheesh. If you catch that, you're a legend, dude. So now that we're getting into this area, I'm seeing whether or not we're actually going to continue the momentum lower. 254, even lower. The 1,200 points would be a banger. Hey, but you know what? Dude, thank God we got out of this mess. We were in this mess on a higher time frame for a minute. And then now that we're breaking out of it, we're actually getting like directional moves, which is pretty fire. But for a little while it was pretty shit. Look at that 4-hour close. Alright, I'm gonna try and go short right here. We're gonna risk $1,000 bucks. Ooh, we're gonna get smoked. We just need to make a low. Oh, you guys can't see it, my bad. We're gonna get cooked. We got another bullet in the chamber though. We'll risk we could risk $1,000 bucks when we get stopped out of this one. Or we still have $1,000 bucks. Actually, let's give ourselves 1,030 bucks. This is probably going to come back up towards $564 on QQQ. All right, we're gonna try and make a comeback on that one. But if we blow it, it's all right. Currently 2 for 3 on evals today. Don't open so Krish. Hey Tuba. Don't tell me what to do. How about that? I don't even know what that means. Open cell Krish. Nah, it's alright. You're right. I got cooked. A 30-second pullback? That's a crazy strat. Dude, Zal, I'm not gonna sit here for 30 minutes to wait for Powell because then what? Then he starts talking and then I gotta wait for him to finish talking? It's just an eval, brother. It's alright. We already look. We gotta think about this in terms of the bigger picture. We're pulling a payout today for 46.97. We hit profit target on one. Let me lock out of this. We hit profit target on two. Let me lock out of this one too. I don't know how to do it. So even if we blow this account, it's still a good day. I'm waiting. T-Virus, I'm waiting for the opportunity to full port. We got one bullet in the chamber. It's one in the chamber right now. We're going to fire off two minis. 100 tick stop at the right time. Just going to wait for a second. We may or may not. It's kind of a coin toss at this point. If we're gonna blow the account or not. It's leaning a little bit more towards we're probably gonna blow the account because we made a pretty strong move down this morning already, so there is a chance that we start to lose some of that momentum and nah, we'll see. We'll wait. We'll see what happens. Yeah, he's lurking. Well, on an eval, I usually either risk the entire account or $1,000, so I have two trades. I don't recommend that anyone does that, but I'm full porting evals with profits on the month, so it's kind of different. Because basically at this point I can full port evals all I want. And there's no way. I mean, well, there's only 2 days left this month anyways, but there's no way I would even get close to break even on the month. There's not a chance. Unless we started buying like fucking 20 straight to funded accounts, then maybe, but that would be a rough 2 days, yeah. That'd be a pretty rough. I would have to probably blow like 70 accounts. Dude, that's why prop firms are so lit, dude. They got that convex payoff where it's like asymmetric for it's like asymmetric for like money in, money out, so like it starts to just become exponential once you pull payouts. Yeah, you have those guys who like go on Apex and like they blow, you know, 1,000 accounts, but I mean, think about it. If you take one max payout with tops, with Apex, you're like, what, 2 times 20, 40K? How many blown accounts will that 40K really cover? You know what I mean? And the activation fees, a lot. Or you can just like have 20 accounts, pull 40K payout, and then blow 1,000 fucking $30 evals. 1,000, and you'd still be up like what, 10 grand on the month? That just tells you how crazy that is. Oh, 2K. I don't know, we're kind of slowing down a little bit. I'm starting to get nervous. I'm not going to have an opportunity to full port this. I'm going to just full port it anyways, but at least a good opportunity. Pre-market rituals? Yeah, I do have pre-market rituals. Every morning it's the same. I wake up. I put snooze on my alarm for maybe 3 times, and then I finally wake up. And then I get out of bed. I pray. I go make a coffee. I take my pre-market shits. I throw in a Zin, and then I drink my coffee and then look at the charts. It's literally how every morning that's how every morning goes for me. The breakfast of champions, some nicotine and coffee. That's all we have. But you can't forget the pre-market shits. You got to get it out before market open. You can't be in the middle of a trade clenching cheeks. So I don't think I'm going to trade the live account today because the move of the morning kind of already happened, in my opinion. Before I get a payout, where does the money come from to buy a challenge? My bank account? What do you mean? Well, I mean, here, first of all, if you don't have a payout, you got to be careful about full porting evals. But if you actually treated this like a business, then you would know your typical pass rate and you would know essentially cost per payout on average. Like if you could pull payouts and you're treating this like a business, which you should be because you're self-employed 1099 contractor for these companies, you would know how much money it typically costs you to take a payout. And then how big your typical payout is. And then you just do the math. But usually how you would do it is like you would just be careful in the beginning. You wanna always try and like go into the next month with an account that's payable with like a healthy drawdown. And then you don't buy any evals. You just focus on getting a payout. You're instantly net positive for the month. And then you just take the profits and you just manage your bankroll and you just keep full porting evals and then keep pulling payouts and then you just never go net negative. And if you ever hit break even, just like chill. This month, I blew a bunch of accounts, so I started the month off with no funded accounts after I fumbled like an $8,000 payout. I blew like 8 funded accounts. I started tilting with Apex for like 5 days. I blew like 10 or 20 of their accounts. And then I just snapped out of it and stopped being a loser and I just made my money back. And then now I'm in profit for the month. So the streak continues of being net positive with firms. That's really all that matters at the end of the day. Now this month is not like this month. After I take the payout today, I'll have like 10.8k in payouts for the month, but I spent like 25, or actually after today, I think I just spent like 250 this morning on evals. So I'll have it'll only be like 7,500 or like 8,000 basically net positive before taxes, which is, it's not the most amazing thing ever, but you know what? We started the month off pretty bad. You know, we were able to come back from that. And you gotta think, like, I spent like $2,500 on fees. You know how many blown accounts? A lot of those were $30 Apex accounts and $55 Phidias accounts. So, not a lot of them, but a handful of them were. So I don't know. I probably blew like 40. I would say maybe 30 to 40 accounts this month. But we're still net positive like 8 grand. We would have been up more if right, me too. I gave them like, I don't know, $800 this month and didn't pull a single payout with Apex. It was kind of bad. I think I'm gonna chill on the Apex thing. I would hate to like get denied. It would just piss me off, dude, honestly. It would probably cause me to tilt. If I spent all this time, all these accounts, got them up in balance, try to pull a payout, and then they pulled some bullshit, it would piss me off, dude. It makes me worried. Trading Apex. Maybe I should just full port gold, bro. Should we go to gold? I need to make 2,500 bucks. Nah, let's stick with NQ. I'm gonna try and just full port NQ. I'm gonna wait for this 5 minutes to close. And then we're gonna full port it. I'm gonna go, well, you know what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go 2 minis first. We'll try and hit 100 ticks. We'll try and like get a little bit more drawdown. And then we'll... How many contracts does Lucid allow you to use? 4? They allow 4 contracts? So we need like... Okay. We need like a little over... Well, I can't go 4 contracts with $1,000 of drawdown. That's just asking to blow the account. So we'll start with 2. We'll give ourselves 25 points to work with. But I think we need to wait because... should we just go short? I'm just gonna go short. So this is where we blow our account right here. We're gonna hope it, where will we go back to break even on the day? Oh, like right there? Alright. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to sit here all day. I'll be okay with being 2 for 3 on the day. You know what? We don't even need this. We don't need a stop. The account is the stop. The drawdown. But yeah, after this trade, if it stops me out, I'm just gonna stop. I have some stuff I need to do. We're gonna pull the payout later today for oh yeah, we're about to get cooked. We'll pull the payout later today for 4,700, and then we'll just go about business tomorrow. All right, we're out of that. All right, so recap. We blew 1 account. We hit profit target on 1. We hit profit target on this one. And then from last night, I'm up 600, so we're gonna pull a payout. And then I think tomorrow I'll probably full port some more evals. Well, I'm definitely gonna full port these 2, try and pass one of them. But I think I'm gonna buy some more and try and full port those as well. All right, but I'm done. I'm done for the day. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.